Hey guys, good morning. It's Kevin. Today I just want to talk about the things that you can do before you travel to the Philippines and apply for the SRRV. This would help streamline the process so you don't have to worry about when you arrive in the Philippines, you don't need to worry about going back to your home country because you forgot about these things. So stick around, grab a cup of coffee. Let's get down to business. Okay, number one, the police background check. Now, the police background check is only valid for 6 months, so make sure you arrive in the Philippines, it's still good. You're still in that window. Otherwise, it will not be accepted by the PR. Number two would be the pension documents. Now, this would be applicable to those qualified under the classic category with the pension requirement, and for those qualified for the expanded courtesy, the former military. Now, as per the PRA, the pension documents must indicate your lifetime benefit per month. And take note, for those applicants receiving pension from private pension providers, make sure that the pension document indicates these two things. Number one, your monthly benefit. Number two, that it should be lifetime, or you're receiving that pension for the rest of your life. Otherwise, the PRA might ask additional documents to prove that you're receiving that money for the rest of your life. And number three would be the DD 214, or a proof of military service with honorable discharge. Now, this is applicable to those applying for the expanded courtesy, the former military. Number four would be the proof of service or the certificate of employment. Now, this would be applicable to those applying for the courtesy category. Those people would be the Philippine ambassadors or diplomats. As a general rule, when you apply for a visa in the Philippines, all foreign documents must be authenticated at the Philippine embassy or consulate from your country or through an apostille. Now, you would only go for an authentication at the Philippine embassy if your country do not have the apostille. Now, for example, Chinese citizens, they don't have apostille in their country, so they need to get the authentication at the Philippine embassy. Now, if your country has an apostille, you will not get an authentication at the Philippine embassy. Now, for example, if you are a US citizen, now you will get the apostille at your state office, the Secretary of State office. Now, I have some good news for people that are already here but don't yet have the apostille. Now, according to the PRA, in lieu to the apostille, you can actually have the foreign documents that you have, the pension document, the DD 214, the police check. You can actually have it notarized at the US consulate or the US embassy here in the Philippines. Now, the US consulate is here in Cebu, the US embassy is there in Manila. Now, I'm not sure if this works for other countries. What I've only confirmed is for the US citizens. Now, if you're not a US citizen, you can actually email the PRA and get that in writing. Now, in that way, you don't need to travel back to your country or ask someone to do it for you because number one, it will cost money, and number two, it will take time. Now, this is a good alternative for those already here. The last thing, the SRRV deposit. Now, this is only optional. You can actually do it here in the Philippines. But what I suggest, do it while you're still in your home country. According to the PRA, the SRV visa deposit must be sent through an inward remittance. So that means a wire transfer from outside the Philippines going to the Philippines. Now, for example, from the US going to the Philippines. Now, the best way to do this transfer is while you're still in your country. Because number one, some banks might not allow huge transfers if you're not there in person. Number two, if there are problems with the transfer, you can actually fix it with your bank in person. I've dealt with a lot of clients in the past where they need to schedule phone calls because they're here in the Philippines, there are time difference, and it's very hard to communicate with their bank in the US. So do that while you're still in your home country. And now, before we finish the video, I'm just going to give you a personal advice. Now, whether you do the process on your own or you hire a marketer to do it for you, please have every step of the way confirmed and verified. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, let's say you're starting the application while in your home country. Every time you complete a document, let's say you got the pension document with the apostille, scan those documents, send it to the PRA or whoever is handling your application. Let them confirm if it's acceptable or not. Because the last thing that you will do is redo the paperwork because it's not acceptable. Because whatever you read in the internet might not be the same when you deal with the PRA. So make sure you do that. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this. And have a great day. Peace out.